Craig's stuff. Craig's stuff. Craig's got a lot of stuff. Yeah. Craig's stuff. Craig's stuff. Craig's got a lot of stuff.
Ooh, good.
No, wrong guy.
I'm not gonna sing "Hooked on a Feeling" again, Rich. Come on.
He's gonna sing.
No, I'm not. Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Craig's Stuff. My name is Craig, and this is some of my stuff. This is the Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Legends Infinite Series Gamora action figure from the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie, out in theaters right now. Make sure you go check that out. It freaking rocked. And this is Gamora, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Gamora is the daughter of Thanos and considered the most deadly woman in the universe. I think it says that. Most dangerous woman in the universe. That's what they call her. Because she's pretty dangerous and she's green. So you can't, always nice green ladies. She's played by Zoe Saldana in the movie. The always wonderful Zoe Saldana. I think I've seen her, and she was in Avatar. She was the chick, the blue chick in Avatar. Oh. She's been in other stuff. I can't remember. A lot of stuff. Can't really remember what she's been in, but, Okay, well, as always, they have the same box as all the other figures. Open window packaging says Guardians of the Galaxy at the top, Marvel Legends at the bottom, Gamora
slow down.
Also at the bottom too. No, I've got to go fast. In the box you have this nice Gamora with her sword and the leg of Groot. One of the legs. On the side is a nice picture of Zoe Saldana as Gamora. And on the other side is the exact same picture. On the back is a picture of the figure. Looking pretty good with a nice description of her right there. Are you zoomed in on the description?
Yes, I am.
Alright, you can pause it if you want to read that. At the bottom is the Build-A-Figure over here with the Groot. I did the review of Star-Lord. Check out the review of Star-Lord if you haven't watched it. Gamora, Rocket, Drax, Nova, and Iron Man in a spacesuit. So, how about we pop this sucker open and we'll take a look at what she looks like.
She was in Star Trek.
Alrighty. Gamora is now out of the box, and as I already noticed with most female figures, it's not easy to get her to stand, although I got her to stand there. Okay.
A bit wobbly.
She's a little wobbly.
Oh, she made a face.
She did not pass the standing test. But you know what probably did? The Groot leg.
Oh, Groot can't stand up, but he needs 2 legs.
He does need 2 legs. So, that's the Groot leg, and just about as tall as her. Just the leg.
Yeah, imagine how
Groot's going to be pretty big.
It's going to be like
So let's put Groot to the side.
An inch figure right there.
Yeah. And we'll talk about her. The biggest problem I have with the female figures is they are extremely skinny. I mean, I don't think she's this skinny.
I think she was.
She's skinny, but like her arms are like fucking twigs. If she's the most dangerous woman in the universe, she's going to be a little beefier than...
She's dangerous because she
arms.
knows deadly things. She has a sword.
So, no. Yeah, she's still got to be somewhat strong, a little beefy. I don't know. I mean, I don't think any humans can have the thin of an arm. And not that she's a human, but she's played by a human. So, that's most of the female figures are very, very skinny, and it kind of just bothers me. So, whatever. I mean, also, the sword does not seem to fit very well at all in her hands.
That sucks.
It kind of just falls.
Can you force her hands closed?
No. We would have to heat up the figure, clamp her hand, and then let it settle.
Yeah, it's kind of not really going in there. I mean, I got it to stay, but it doesn't go perfectly, which is not, you want it to sit,
you can't
go in there real
close.
nice. Yeah. So that's some of my complaints. The overall sculpt of her is pretty nice. They did use a lot of detail on her pants here, gloves, hair, all that stuff. Even in her on her face. She's got these whatever these markings are on her face. The head sculpt though isn't amazing. It does kind of look like her, but I don't think it's as good as the Star-Lord one. That looks very much like Chris Pratt. This one doesn't look perfectly like Zoe Saldana, but I mean, it's pretty good. I do like how her belt is a separate material that actually just slides on there.
Could you put the sword in the belt?
I probably could. Just kind of. I mean, it doesn't have an actual spot for it, but just slide it in there.
So it might look cooler. If you can't put it in her hands.
Did she wear it in the belt in the movie?
Yes.
She did. I don't know if that's exactly where she wore it, but you know.
It's the sword extended.
I cannot get her to stand for the life of me. So, I mean, the sculpt is alright. The paint is what shines on the figure, though. I love the blue detail that is used on her pants, and of course the green coloring. The only problem I have is the silver stuff on her chest up here, which is supposed to be dots. They just blobbed them on. They didn't really. They're supposed to be individual circles, but they just like little paint blobs, which are kind of silly.
Plus her face. Doesn't really look like her.
I already said that. That's not a paint problem. That's a sculpt problem.
And paint. Because I don't think she had all those marks too.
She did. She definitely does have those marks. And I also really like how the color of the hair goes from that black to red. Fading is really nice. Did a really nice job with that. Let's see how tall she stands, if I can stand her up. Come on.
You might have to hold
These female figures, because they're so damn skinny, they just don't stand that well.
It does have a base, a nice base to it.
Yeah. Let's see. So how tall is she?
A little less than 6.
Yeah.
A little under 6.
Probably if she put her legs together, she might stand up a little tall.
No.
No. Okay.
We'll talk about the joints real quick. Of course, you get your head motion. You get elbow, shoulder joints go spin all the way around. You get a single jointed elbow. Wrists go up and down, spin all the way around. You get actually no chest movement, but this kind of waist movement, just that spins. Your legs at the top, double jointed knees, and the ankles just move up and down and spin, but it's not that nice pivot. I guess because she's got these gigantic platform shoes that she's wearing. Those are very, very good for combat platform shoes.
No. Good for the disco.
Yeah. Maybe if I can get her in a nice
disco stance?
Yeah, I don't know, whatever. So
That's a good pose.
there she is. There.
She stands.
So far, out of the 2 figures that I've now reviewed, If you're not looking to collect the entire set, I would say hold off on this one. Which is why I'm going to give this one a maybe. These ones run, like all the other ones in the set, they run $19.99 each. So for this figure, I mean, you don't really get many accessories. You just get the leg. To collect them all to get Groot, obviously it's worth it. But as a figure itself, it's kind of blah. So, like I said before, I'm going to give this one a maybe. So if you're looking for Gamora, make sure you can pick her up at Zapp Comics, Wayne, New Jersey, and Manalapan. Or if they're not in that area, the major retailers. I'll have them. So, thank you for watching, and make sure you follow me on Twitter like me on Facebook, subscribe to me right here on the YouTube. Leave a comment down below. Tell me I suck. I could care less. Check out the Instagram. I got pics of stuff. And I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching. What does Gamora say? Does she say anything?
Not really.
Anything memorable?
Just throw her in the air.
Yippee!
No, she didn't do yippee.
Well, I did a yippee. Shut off the camera.